This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback, and if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Good morning. What's the deal, gang? What is going on? How's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. Doing all right. Took some meds about an hour ago. Ibuprofen's kicking in. So, yeah. Which chart is this? What? Farzo off the meds again? What goes on, gang? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's fill up. Filling up a little slow today, but let's fill up. As we're filling up, you know what? Let's get into this little breakdown. All right, let's check if we got any news today. 10 a.m. jolts. 8:30, just in 2 minutes, yellow folders, and at 9 a.m. we'll have another 2 yellow folders, but we're really focused on the 10 a.m. ones. Or that's the ones we'll pay attention to. So the daily closed bearish, but at a daily support. It's the area we consistently come up from. 4 hour, previous 4 hours bullish, so looking to come up here. We have a resistance that's we're about to close above here. Yeah, we might have positions here coming up really soon. Look what we did here. We came down, created a range, right? Well, we filled our range, came up here, bounced, right? Created a range again, came down, and now we've come up here, closed above. This is interesting. So the 15 is going to close here in about 45 seconds, chat. Here's what I would like. I would like a bottom wick down to this support and then a break of the highs. So it'll be a 5 celery play. It'll be a 15 rebreak of the highs. Or if we can make a top wick here on the next candle as it opens, you have a clean drive up to here and the overall range up to here. So maybe this opens with a top wick first, then comes back down, re-breaks lows, and then we can get in on the re-break of the highs. Look at that, top wick first. Things get interesting here. We might have early positions today. A little weird in terms of, right, we don't really have a bottom wick on the hourly, but the 30 just came back. Look how strong this 30 candle is. Yeah, it's a heavy push. Back outside the range, back up while you're bullish. You just need a bottom wick here, and we'll probably We'll probably be in on the break of the highs. Oof, coming in here at a lovely time. No, honestly, yesterday I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm missing today's stream. This morning I was like, maybe I over exaggerate. But then, you guys seen the pictures yesterday, they had me rolled up like a friggin' burrito yesterday at the physical therapy, covered in heat. Covered. And the thing is, they were done. They were like, all right, whenever you're done, you can go home. I was like, I don't think I'm going home. I was like, I'm just gonna chill here in this warm fucking. All right, let's tap this. Let's tap this support. Ooh, we tap. Perfect. All right, gang. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have buy stops here. And we'll probably use current candle stops here once this starts breaking highs. Why'd you have to flex on the therapist? Hold on, gang. Let me just set these buy stops. You were at the therapist covered in heat. Oh, all right. Why'd you have to flex on the therapist? Duh. Honestly, the thing they put around me, I felt like I could go into hibernation. I was like, all right, you know what? We don't even have to continue with stretches and exercises here. I'm just gonna just gonna cozy up here. I sat in that chair. They told me 10 minutes. I sat in it for like 40. I was like, this feels too good. Let's see. Here's what we'll do, gang. If we break highs, I mean, we'll be Gucci probably till the top of the range at 33.24 for a clean drive. If we start closing below here, we'll look to close out and see if the hourly can start flipping. I'm a little skeptical of taking sells below this level because you have all this nonsense to the left here. I would like for price to kind of drive through here and create that range once again. But this is great. Now that we've come down all the way here, right? We have these areas right here where we've driven up from. So now that we're tapping them, maybe we slingshot to come up. This is a good area to bounce up from. See how it came down here to this area? This is a good area to come up. Come up from. He was a plant rolled up, ready to be lit. I kind of feel weird in there sometimes because like I'm the youngest person in there by more than twice. Like the next youngest person is probably like 80 and change. You feel me? I got a freaking sneeze. This is gonna be a combination sneeze right now. It's gonna be a combo. Hold on. Holy crap. Oh, just went into... Yeah, I was automatic on that sneeze. That wasn't even semi-automatic. That was automatic. Whew. Boo. I can't be sneezing that much. Wait, what the hell is that? Alright, let's see. Let's wait. I think we got about 8 minutes till this candle closes, but if we start closing back below the range here, we might look to close out and wait on the 1 hour candle. Oh, we're moving. Yeah, once we break the previous candle high, it'll be current candle lows, stops. Technically should not come back down and re-break lows at that point. Alrighty then. Looks wise, your buy stop at the previous 1530 high. Yeah, the break of the previous 1 hour high. I'm sorry, the current 1 hour high, the previous 15, because we've come up and rejected at this area, right? Right. So I'd want to enter past the area where we've rejected. Right, as we've come up here, this was the extent of our push. So I don't want to trade to, below that extent, because sometimes we might not break the wick and come back down because we've rejected here already. But if we break it, right, we're making a new high. So technically, once we're making a higher high, we should continue pushing up. It's not that much off. It's only a couple of pips here. 3 pips. 4. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. But in terms of like being more comfortable in a position, yeah, I'd be more comfortable with an entry above the highs. But as this was driving up here, right, you've kind of rejected right at that point, so you don't want to take an entry below that point. In certain cases, you can, if this wick is steep enough, right, which means it'll give you enough range to fill, then with volume, with momentum, you'll fill it, right? So sometimes you'll have range to the top of the wick. But in this case, right, as soon as you break the highs, you're bumping into that top of the previous wick, so you want to be above it. So if the 15 closes below here, we'll delete. If it closes above, I would like a bottom wick on the next candle. So we'll probably move this over, the buy stop over, let that candle create a bottom wick, and then we'll move it right back to this spot. Hey, how are you? Yeah, let him out. Stop. It look like we might be deleting these. Re-breaking the lows here. Yeah, let's delete these. Oh, man. Oh, let me delete them off the live. You got 2 minutes for this closure. Yeah, if this is how it closes, we'll be waiting on the hourly closure. I think the only way it's possible that we take positions on the next 15-minute candle is if this pulls all the way up here and closes above 33.19. Uh-oh. Maybe it gives it to us. Maybe it gives it to us here. Maybe you can look at this as a support. This is interesting. Technically, this could be the level. Right, this falls in line with this high where this opened. Yeah, if we get a bottom wick here, I'll put back the buy stops here. We're gonna need a bottom wick. There we go. There we go. Now we got a bottom wick. Wow, it literally pulled all the way back up above there in the last minute. Amazing. So it held this area, right? That's what happened. It attempted to come back down in range, but held the area as a support. We start breaking these highs. What is this, right? What is the break of this candle? That's the celery play, right? So we break these highs. That's the celery play to come up. Oh. Oops. 3321.3. The stop will be the same. It will be that previous 15 low that we made. Let's see, can we get this last 15 push? Oh, Eddie with the 199, appreciate that. Starting off the Petty Donos game. The OG. Let's see. I mean, we've grabbed these orders, closed above the range, came back down, attempted to close below, failed, held support, and now if we break this high, we should be good to go to the top of the range. Dirty's got a bottom wick here. Looks good. Oh, looks good. Created a bottom wick on the 15 already. People at the Zoom door? No. Pretty sure I've let everyone in at this point. It should be a pretty fast trade. This range to the left is fairly clean. We got 11 minutes here for this 1 hour to close. Can I take your trades on top one? Yeah, shouldn't be an issue. Like, we are streaming here, right? So naturally, we would expect, you know, a certain amount of people, a large number of people to take the same positions. So if there was issues with that, I think it would have came up earlier. Oh yeah, 55% off. Instant funding is live. Yeah, you guys have been waiting for that one. Everyone's been reaching out to me like, yeah, man, I get the account, but I'm waiting on that 55. Well, it's here, 55% off. Not 50, not 45, not challenge accounts. 55% off instant funded accounts. Oh, now we got people at the Zoom door. Can we push to close out the hour? Let's freaking do it. Oh, I think we're activated. We're in there. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What's the stops here? 50. Well, it's either we push to close out the hourly or we come back in range. But if we come back in range, then, right, if we break this low, then we're closing back. Let's see what happens here. I think if once we start leaving this area, I'll move my stops up to current candle. We are current 30 for now. Just debating if we want the current 15 or the current 30 stops, because the break of this low drives you back down in range. And it's really late for it to start breaking lows and then coming back up. Yeah. I think we're gonna go current candle. Now that we've pulled up, rebroke highs. And ideally, we don't start getting a closure back in range for a fake out. All right, let's see if we can push up here. 30 broke the previous 30 high. 15 has a celery play. Bounced off support here. You have some clean range to the left. We're in peak of New York session. So, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Not a lot of risk here, right? But we don't want to break this low because, like I said, that low breaks you back down into the range. And if you're back below here to close out the hourly, you might be headed down on the next hourly. You also need a bottom wick on the next hourly candle. So things will get interesting here. Gold is lagging. Not gold. I thought my chart was lagging for a second. Yeah, I'm debating between stops here, but a stop below here wouldn't make sense in terms of timing, right? Because if you start breaking lows here on this last 15, now you have 5 minutes left before the hourly closure. You're coming back down into range. So the break of that low gets kind of scary before the hourly closure. But if the hourly closes, right, we're gonna need a bottom wick on the next hourly. What's the difference? It's exactly double, right? 25. Four minutes here. We just rebroke the high on the hourly. The next hourly is going to need a bottom wick if it's to head up, and it's also going to need some range here. That's the current 30. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them at the previous 15. Three minutes here. Minutes. It's a clean candle to the left, so price above here shouldn't really hold, right? This candle that came down here was one clean sweep. So we want to have one clean sweep on the way up. That would be ideal. All right, gang. I'm going to move my stops to break even here. Let's see. Let's see. Can we get a push to close out? Can we get a push to close out? Come on. A little more. A little more. Okay, I'm going to close partials right there. Sell, market sell 2. Closed half, right? And just let's see if we can have a quick push. I only closed half of that position, but I just want to see if we can push through here to open up. Maybe to up here to fill out this candle. Yeah, I'm up about 13 pips on the live. Actually, now it pulled back. Push up, push up, man. Yeah. So we made 11 pips. We closed half at 11 pips here on the funded, and I closed 75% of my position on. I don't know why it says 50. I closed 75% of my position on the live account. Push up. Push. Ah, there we go. Took us out. Maybe this will finally fill that range up. That's annoying. But you know what? It's one of the, I guess it's one of the crutches of taking entries on the break of highs, because typically if the market's going to pull back, that's the area it pulls back to, right? To make the low now. What a closure on the hourly. It's a 100 pip candle, right? $90. Just closed full for 30 pips also. You would have had to have an entry off the flip here, right? Nah, maybe a bottom wick. Yeah, I figured we'd fill this here. This is clean. This was clean right here. Ran into a bit of trouble here, I guess. Got the 4 hours setting up here for a nice wick fill too. Kind of surprised it pulled back there. How did you get 30 pips, Turpy? Or you had multiple positions? Got some room here to the top on the hourly, but I think I'm going to avoid that and wait for closures above the range, above the overall range here. We got NYC open here in about 25 minutes. Let's see if we get a closure for NYC open. Right? Maybe we get a nice closure back in range. Maybe we form a support here. Maybe the 15 closes. Back in range here. The following 15 holds this level, right? Holds this resistance, and then we look for breaks at the lows here. Okay, to come down, fill the rest of this clean range. That's one possibility. Another possibility is come down here. We end up holding this area, and that now becomes support. And if that becomes support, we can look for buys to the top of the range. I'm going to break it as high, with this being the advantage point, these wicks. Okay, how much range is that? That would be like 16 pips of range of advantage. So that would be lovely too. These are the two most immediate possibilities coming up here. And if any one of these works out, this would be perfect for NYSE open, right? Closure below and a bullish candle, or closure above here and a bullish candle on two 15-minute candles that are printing right now, on this one and the next one, and that would set us up lovely for NYSE open. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, you were like 30 pips in drawdown? So you were in much earlier. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Turpy. Yeah, drop a like. Drop a like, chat, if you enjoyed that trade. And sub to the channel. And share the stream. I'm not going to be here long. I'm going to have physical therapy today at 11. So probably around 10:30, I'm going to start calling it a stream to make it to PT. Benny, you stink, but I kind of like how you stink. I like the way you stink. That's a good stink right there. Look at that, created a bottom wick here for previous. I like the way you stink. Singing it. Drop a like for his chiropractor. No, I'm not going to see a chiropractor. Physical therapist. I'm going to do something that's physically therapeutic. This guy almost ate a dog last night. Look at that. Look at his pretty smile. Cheese. Yeah, you didn't have to do that dog like that. We almost had a funeral last night for my neighbor's dog. Oh shit, I still haven't deleted my sell limit. Let's get rid of that. Buys now not valid. They are. I just don't want to take any buys up here for about 12 pips. For possible 12 pips. But if we get it, if we get these highs breaking at NYSE open, then I would think a little different. Then I would think we have enough juice to push. So if these breaks of highs happen now, I won't be in it. But if they happen at NYSE open, I will. So it's really all about timing. But remember the two possibilities that I just drew out, right? I think either one of those would be a better entry than break of the highs here. Swing door, somebody there. Oh, that was earlier. Yeah, I think if it happens for NYSE, right, you're breaking highs and you have the hourly range, or you have the 30 range up to 33.26, but then you also have that 4-hour wick fill as that starts happening. So that would lead you to a 4-hour wick. Kenny, you late. Still not rolled? Oh, it's number 2. I'm late.
Gotta keep up.
What was that?
You gotta keep up.
Gotta keep up. Gotta be quicker than that. Alright, so let's see. Above or below, we're gonna need the next 15 to print as well. There's nothing that I'll be taking before NYSE open, up or down. What happened to Jay? Where is Jay today? Where in the world is Jay today?
Where is Waldo? Where is Jay?
Could anyone hear me speaking just now? That's negative.
Nope, nope. Can't hear you, Jay.
I miss the Portugal Jay. I don't like the Spanish Jay. Portugal Jay was way more consistent.
Spanish Jay got a lot going on.
Yeah, he's got fucking siesta.
Spanish mommies to look at. He's too distracted. Starting his own school down there.
Right, so we closed right at our level, right? Can we form a support here and get a better entry instead of looking for the break highs? Let's just see what happens.
Jay, your mic must be bad. That's all I can tell you.
Ooh.
Unless you're speaking and blind.
Nate, Eddie, and Turpy holding on to the top fan spots. W. Benny, you're slacking.
Baseman, where you go? What happened? You ain't on today? Couldn't get the first spot. He just said, F it.
Oh shit. Pulling up before NYC Open. Very interesting. Very interesting. Interessante. Remember that guy? Interessante. Tried it with my headphones and without, and no one can hear me, so something must be deactivated on my end. I'm checking sound properties. Check inside the computer. Remember Zoolander? The files are inside the computer. How?
Any of you guys see that movie Lawnmower Man?
What movie?
The guy was experimented on, and they basically electrically let's say energized his brain. He started learning all this stuff like in seconds, like nothing. And to the point where he decided to go into the computer because this world wasn't enough for him. So he went inside the computer. It's a pretty good movie.
Pretty wild. Happy
Lawnmower
Gilmore too. Oh, I saw that last night, actually. Funny you say that. Lawnmower Man, virtual reality.
Yeah, this is pretty good. He started using his brain.
We need Water Boy Part 2. That's what we need. I wouldn't be surprised if Sandler drops something like that.
No, he's got to deal with Netflix, so he's gonna drop
it on Netflix. Happy
He's gonna
Gilmore
drop
2
stuff
came
to
out.
some GP. He's getting money.
We getting money. Damn, this would be lovely. Look at this. If we break these highs, that would be a 30 celery play. And if it happens for NYC Open, man, I think we'll be headed for that 4-hour flip and wick fill up here.
Testing, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we hear you. There he is.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, it wasn't in my laptop. It was on Zoom.
Wow.
Finally found it.
I was just getting ready to say, we got 67 likes, y'all. We got to get to 100.
Good morning. So I was talking earlier, nobody answered, so I was like, all right. And then everybody saying, we missed Jay. I was like, wait, so nobody could ever hear me?
Nope.
Oh, man. Glad I was able to figure that out. No, I'm in Portugal right now. I'm not in Spain. I'm going back at the end of August. No, I'm going back in a week or two to pick up my new bank card, and then at the end of the month for Bianca's baptism. But still in Portugal for now. No, moving at the end of November. Yeah, I had her born in Spain. I'm gonna have her baptized in Spain, and I'll have the rest of my kids born in Spain as well. It's just easier for my girlfriend as well. My friend, her family, none of them speak anything but Spanish, so it's just easier for them. And healthcare is just, bro, it doesn't matter if you're legal or illegal, they just take care of you there. Whereas in Portugal, I had to go through hoops just to get, I had the money as like, I'll pay you private at the hospital. Like, no, we can't take it. We can't take it. You have to be registered with the government, have the special certification and the document. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, you have to have the residency proof, and then you have to go have it registered with the government to have that. I was like, bro, she's pregnant. Like, you got to check her. And they were able to make an exception doing something was a temporary car. I was like, this is insane. It's the most complicated healthcare I've ever seen in Portugal. So I was like, screw it. 5 minutes with the doc for Bianca cost me 100 euros. It took 5 minutes, just a checkup. I was like,
Bastards.
this is insane. So
Those bastards.
doing everything in Spain. Yeah. I sound like Rosie from the Jetsons. All right, thank you, Jeffrey. Much appreciated. Yeah, glad everybody got those pitches. So drop a like, Chad. We'd appreciate that. I know Wix was injured yesterday, but glad everybody was able to take advantage of the stream with Turpy on Discord. So a big thank you to Turpy for that. Very appreciated because it's not easy to do and gives Wix a chance to be able to heal. So that's awesome. Glad to see you today. You're on with us as well, man.
Yes, sir. Turpy on a roll. I think Eddie had a W last night too.
Yeah, Turby doing his thing.
Eddie streamed last night and then Turpy streamed. Everybody got a W. Oh, we got 4
Yeah, I
minutes
ended
here.
the day because, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. 4 minutes here, and as long as this 30 holds above 33.18.9, technically, for NYC Open, as the hourly starts rebreaking highs, we should be Gucci. Unless the next 4 minutes leads us down to below here, at which point there will be some more waiting.
By the way, we caught yesterday after the stream with Turpy, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Wix sent out a signal. We caught 16 pips. So take advantage. Come and join the signals, and you'll have access to Zoom as well and a lot more things.
Yeah, I didn't stream
Really worth
yesterday,
it.
but
It's
we
awesome.
did take positions in the Signal channel. That's right.
Correct.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I caught a total of 89 pips for the day in total.
Alright.
It was insane. Yeah, it was insane. Turpy on one position caught 40 pips. It just let a nice runner, and then but we had a lot of movement pre-new NYC, and then at new NYC as well. So it was really nice. It was really nice. Come and join the signals game, and drop a like. Thank you.
There's the Jay we know and love. Spain did something to you.
What you mean? Maybe stop talking as much.
You're distracted.
Yeah, no, I'm annoyed by my massively expensive laptop. This motherboard is, well, the graphics card is fried, but I have to change the entire motherboard. But looking into different options and looking into the highest quality fans, they're using the liquid cooling fans now. So I'm looking at getting that and also triple fan instead of double fan. So just doing a lot of things, but focused on the trading, focused on enjoying life. Wake up every morning, so blessed, happy. Life is awesome. Family's healthy. Everybody's healthy. Bianca's doing great, and got trading people, chats, and Discord and all that. It's just life's great. So I'm blessed. So got nothing to complain about. Loving everything.
Way up, I feel blessed.
I know you're in pain, bro. So you ain't got time to feel anything else. So I get it. Yeah. I mean, you're still alive? That's how you know he's still alive as well. You feel pain, but once you get your PT done and then you get your new arm, you'll be good to go. I'm gonna put in
Remind me
that
of those.
robot arm.
You remind me of the. But did you die, people? No matter how much you complain. But did you die? No. All right. You're
Yeah.
good.
You're gonna have to get that new robot arm, bro. Then get back in the gym and get that iron pumping. We got 1 minute to NYSE open.
Oh damn, we broke down here. It says a lot about Freon. Yeah, he's still on the list. Ooh, might hold. Might not. It's gonna open above, watch. Ah, it closed above and opened below. I don't know, because that could be the level, or this could be the level. Yeah, if you hold the level like this, then that 15 closed below, right? So now, are you looking for the 30 celery, right, and break of the hourly highs, or the 15 celery and break of the hourly lows? This is tough. What a toga closure. Motrin liquid gels for breakfast. I've been doing the same till I get this filling next week. Yeah, I've been living on Motrin liquid gels. Lows are closer. Yeah, lows just broke. It's NYSE open. Man, break of the lows could really rip down here. But shit, break of the highs could really rip up. There's a chance it puts the bottom wick on that 30 to the left. Fills. There it goes. It's tough, right? Is it like this, or was the level like this? The way it closed here, the level was like this. I mean, the way it drove here. So close below. Is there a giveaway today? No, let's do it tomorrow. Let's do a giveaway tomorrow. We'll do one tomorrow. Been doing a lot of giveaways. What a push. What a push. I'm still not convinced we're coming down here until we start. Remember I spoke about this before. This is a lot, this whole chop here, there's a lot of rejections in here. So as we start entering this area, we either want to clean drive through here, or there's a high likelihood that this rejects. It's 4 hour could still flip bullish. 25 minutes left on it. Previous 1 hour didn't have a bottom wick. We just made one for it.
We got some action in the indices. Dow Jones is dumping and NASDAQ is pumping. So very confusing today. We'll see if it's just an initial reaction. Yeah, we'll see if it's just an initial reaction for Dow Jones for it to reject. But NASDAQ is re-breaking the highs that it created, and Dow Jones rebroke the lows, and now it's retracing, but it might keep pushing down. I'm looking on the 1 minute and it's moving. So if gold comes back down, re-breaks, could be interesting for sells, but what the hell? Right now, Dow Jones and gold are pushing up, same as NASDAQ. They're going back up. What the fuck? Man, I'm not touching this shit right now.
Imagine this breaks here. This 1 hour high. What's the stop? 108 pips. Why does Jay sound weird? It's a different mic, so he sounds a bit different. It sounded weird to me at first too. There we go. This is what we're talking. We want clean pushes through this area where all these rejections are. We want to clear all this out to really establish where the low is. Which one of these is the actual extent of the range. Yeah, you got red folders here in 25 minutes, 24 minutes. People at the Zoom door? Yeah, quite a few. Come on, get in. Oh, excuse me. I'm starving. I am hungry. just make some food. Gonna get a bacon, egg, and cheese on bagel, extra toasted so it ain't soggy. Yeah, I'm toasting an everything bagel right now as we speak. About to put some get some vegetable cream cheese. Some bacon. Ooh, extra crispy. Extra crispy. Sam, you want one? You want a bagel? Making bagels over here. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Just spoke about this whole area being a rejection area. Look at that. It's kind of like mid-range. Got in here and rejected heavy. So I said, for positions to be in this area, we'd want it to be cleared out completely. This down push can be the liquidity to go up. Yeah, look at that. The hourly didn't have a bottom wick here, the previous hour, but it's going to take a lot for the next 17 minutes to drive up 100 pips here. Could happen. It's just gonna take a lot. I got this cream cheese on my bed. More people at the Zoom door. What up, Joe? Saw it expanding to slingshot up. Well, slingshot would technically just be, it would have to drive through the whole candle and flip bullish. There won't be any positions here until this hourly closes, and there's news here at 10 a.m. on the closure. So there will be some waiting here.
Nuh-uh. No waiting.
You already in positions, you say?
30 pips. I break it down to the 2 minute. Saw that flip and a couple candles. I was like, let's go.
Well, there won't be any
Atta
positions
boy,
for
Kenny.
me, Chad. Not Kenny.
38 pips so far.
Damn.
With my stop
You
loss.
cut it. You cut it almost at the bottom, man. Nice.
I actually made a mark. And when it came and tapped it and flipped and went up, I said, oh, let me break this down. Down to the 2 minute. Couple candles later, I was like, hey, let's go.
Perfect.
No close Kenny's in. Yeah, we got a red folder as well coming up.
Yep. Wow. What a push.
Yeah, that was it. 36 pips. Just knocked me out.
W, man, great job. Yeah, you must have been trailing it.
Oh, you know me.
Yeah, it hit a resistance there. I figured you might be trailing it at that point or closing partials. Good job.
I keep them at levels. I keep my stop losses at levels. So it came back and hit it. And nothing I can do about it.
You caught some profits from it though? Or
Yeah, 36 pips.
oh, those were the profits. Nice.
Yeah. It went up to about 50, 55 or so. And then that's when it came back down. Like I said, I move in accord.
Yeah, no, you did good. You did good.
My TP was the top of the highs, but trust me, if it had moved, I'd have moved it.
Yeah, I mean, it was 40 pips away. Yeah,
it
but you
went
still,
far.
yeah. Nah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Wow. Pulled up. Came right back down. Kenny, you secured?
36 pips.
Nice. Waiting for closures below 33.07. Yeah. Well, maybe we get there. All right, 10 minutes here for jolts. Jolts, job openings. Yeah, this whole area is pretty ugly. That's an oxymoron. Hey, what'd you call me? Any anticipation of the news? Oh, any anticipation of the news? I don't have any anticipation. But you're like Trump. You just create words and get away with it. Okay, he went Shakespeare on me. If 'tis good for DXY. I don't know, but whatever, whichever way it comes out, right? We'll see the candles print here, and once we see them printed, we will base what we do on what the candles show. Can't spell or trade. I'm just, no, we're messing with you. Can't spell or trade, said no one. Ever. We should see a nice push up real soon. Think so? I was thinking maybe a top wick to 19 areas. Right, 33.20. Because you'd really rather be in sells after this bearish 4 hour, right? How can you get into sells? You either get closures below, or you take them at resistance with an onion, right? So we would need a top wick. I'm just wondering, can we have sell limits here? 18.8. Be like a 16 pip stop. Six minutes here for news. All right, beautiful. How are you? Wicks, have you smoked today? A little bit. Just a little bit.
One minute to news.
Easy peasy. Good shit, AB. Damn, shoulder pain, no joke. Yeah. I got physical therapy at 11. I was going to run at 10, but I think we're going to call it like 10:15, 10:30. We'll see this closure through. Damn, this pool is boiling. This shit's like 85 degrees. Oh, excuse me. It can reject and push back up. It absolutely can, right? The news came out bullish, right? So this could just be, look, we never even broke the previous hourly low, previous 4-hour low, right? We held it. So we held the low. News came out bullish, so we probably just grabbed orders if we start breaking highs. But you just don't want a simple break of the highs here, right? You have a 15 and a 30 level here, right? For you to start breaking highs, or for you to be in the trade as it starts breaking highs, you probably want a bullish closure here. So there would definitely be no buys on this 15, right? Then you would need the next 15 to give you a bottom wick and close bullish above here. And then you can say, all right, now the break of that high starts taking us to the break of the hourly high in the 4-hour, and that would fall in line with the way the news came out, right? And then it would start making sense. But for now, we don't have that closure. Could just be a top wick on the 5. Previous 5, no bottom wick though. Yeah, seen that, but again, my bias was bearish. I believe gold will continue down to take lows or retest PDL at minimum. Oh, previous daily low. Yeah, let me know, chat, if you're having issues with acronyms. I know all the acronyms. I can unzip that file for you. The guy with the dog ever come back? Well, you know, technically, I was by his house with my dog. It's just, his dog wasn't on a leash. My dog was. So he didn't have to go, he didn't have to run far. He just had to walk back in with his fucking, you know, with his manhood being questioned. You can spin the block again? Yeah, I might even stop. Like I said, I might stop over there and just put a leash in his mailbox. You talked about this last night? What are you talking about? What kind of dog was the neighbor's? I don't know, some little shit. Shih Tzu. It was some little Shih Tzu. I don't know, it looked like a poodle. Looked like a poodle, I don't know. All I know is Benny's paw weighs more than that whole dog. Yo, I literally had to perform the rock bottom on Benny in order for him to release that dog. If that didn't work, I was grabbing him for a pile driver next. RKO's a good choice. Yeah, I mean, when I saw what I saw, yeah, I had to remember all of my previous fucking, you know, SmackDown and fucking Mortal Kombat moves. I had to remember everything. Almost threw a Hadouken at him. I wasn't holding him back. My daughter was walking him. All I did was just like get a running start and like a really big jump. Haywick's trying to do some webinar. Saturday webinars will be back. The Saturday webinars, they'll be back once my arm is feeling better, once I'm not in pain. These days, I've been spending Saturdays just resting my arm. I spend every waking moment just trying to rest it and not move it. Streaming at FOMC Wednesday. Oh man. Wait. I think so. I got physical therapy tomorrow. I think at around 1. So if I'm done by like 2:30, yeah, I'll actually, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be here. They haven't cut the rates in a long time though. When was the last time the rates were cut? November of last year. I went 475 to 450. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 rate decisions in a row that they haven't cut. It'll be interesting what happens. See what happens tomorrow. Yeah, I'd like to stream
Bro,
that.
with the fight. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to stream that because there's a chance that there could be fireworks. There's a chance the market could move heavy tomorrow. So
The fight Trump and Powell are having, especially now that he
Bro,
tried to hurt
you
him.
said the word Powell,
The-
he fucking lost it.
Yeah.
Chill,
Really?
he was kidding, bro. Relax. Relax. No, bro, he's not raising the rates. Chill out, Benny. Come on, come back inside.
Oh, man.
Come on. Come back inside. I'll make you some peanut butter jelly. Let's go. Don't stress it. This guy hates the Fed. Chill. Spot. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say with the Trump attacking Powell and Powell being a dick about it when they went to the site of the future
Oh,
Fed
yeah, I
Reserve
saw
construction. He's like, oh, what?
That was
2 more
funny.
diamond. That's 3 more.
It
What?
was
What?
funny.
Trump is like, yeah. He's like, well, overall, he's like, yeah. And they're just going at each other, and then Trump is really putting him in a bad spot.
He felt so awkward. He
So,
looked so awkward over
yeah.
there. And
Trump is really good at that, though.
Yeah,
He's like a
he doesn't
master
care.
at that part.
He makes people like, yeah, like, I don't know. He makes people feel awkward. He just felt so
I
out
don't
of
think
place
Powell,
over there. And
Yeah.
Trump was like, I could have done this better and cheaper. I could have built this way better and cheaper. And then,
Bro,
and
it
then
keeps going up, man. It's expensive.
and
It's
then
expensive.
they were like, would you like to see anything else here? And Trump was like, yeah, I'd like to see him cut the rates while I'm here. And he looked them right in the eye, and Powell was just like staring at all nervous, like, oh no.
So I guarantee he's not going to cut the rates tomorrow. Guaranteed, just to piss him off and say, "Oh yeah, we're not following any political party. We do this as what the economy
Plus,
needs."
we're adding
Sure,
another
sure,
construction project
sure.
to the Fed. We're going to build a 92-story garage building. Where it's going to be the tallest garage building in the world. We're going to have the best parking garages everywhere. We will break the world's record for the tallest building, and it will be a garage. It will be a Burj Garage. Burj Garage.
Man. Guaranteed he's not going to cut them tomorrow. We don't follow political parties. Sure, you didn't do that with the Democrats. Yeah, of course not. You didn't lie and invent a million jobs at some point for the market to explode back in December of last year or the year previous to that. Lies, lies, lies. They got to get rid of him, man. Powell's got to go. He has got to go. But the Fed in itself has to go, man. The Fed is bullshit, man. It's a scam. Yeah, he's gone, but I don't think he's going to go before his mandate is over in May. That's the issue. Trump wants to get the economy rolling now to show that he has more power and be that way be able to
when
flex
he
on all the other
leaves,
countries.
that rate cut is going to be one of the biggest rate cuts in history.
Yeah, 2 points. 2 points, bro. Gone. 2 points.
Watch him cut it by 3 points. Now watch him roll it.
2%?
Watch him cut it completely to 0 and just roll it back a few days later. Like, nah, I'm just kidding. 1%.
But
Biden created
I mean,
over 1 million brand new gays. What?
Yeah, 100%. Eddie, you're right.
I don't know. He might have added some to a gender, right? He might have created some more.
A new gender.
He might have increased the population of a gender, right? Hold on a second.
Hey, Wix, we're breaking the highs again. I mean, we're having a push now, but we'll see what happens. Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, thank you. I'm
Yes, we are.
with the kids in the other room. There's just nothing I would have here. Oh, hold on a second. Seriously, serious. Unfortunately, it was catered to kids identifying as cats.
Yeah, Prodigy wrote that apparently during the Biden time, they had litter boxes in classrooms because kids were identifying as cats. I was like, what the fuck? Bro, that's insane. How do people logic does not exist anymore, man. They're destroying the youth because the kids will just believe anything and they'll think they're something or not or whatever. Bro, who wanted to be Batman or Superman when they were kids trying to fly off shit? Doesn't mean that you actually walk around and do that. If you think you're a cat, you know you're not a cat. So they started putting litter boxes in classrooms. Bro, how's that not child abuse? That's insane. Like trying to change the gender of the kid. How's that not child abuse? That's insane. How do people still have the right to be parents after that, man? You need a license to have a car. You have to be 18 to go into the army. You have to be 21 to drink. You have to, bro, but anybody can have kids and destroy them. Fuck that. That's insane. That's insane, man.
This guy Nate.
Yeah, well, Nate.
I was
Nate's
just
Batman.
about to
That's
be
why he
like,
never
nah,
talks.
dog, I'm Batman. And this guy wrote, I'm Batman.
Beat you to it.
Yeah, really. I just didn't want to interrupt you. I was about to be like, yo, nah, I'm Batman. He wrote,
Say
I'm
it with
Batman.
the sound and then I'll believe you. Say it with the voice and I'll believe. Yeah, exactly. It's enabling mental disorders. Bro, everybody's got a mental disorder today. It's absolutely insane. You gotta bring back
I'm
mental
very
health.
disordered. I'm full of disorder.
The world is getting ridiculous. Yeah, you're right, Luca. I mean, that's why when Trump came in, he's like, bro, there's only two genders, male, female. You're born like that. You stay like that. God doesn't make mistakes. He makes you a man or he makes you a woman or a boy or girl. And that's just how it is. If you mentally think that you are something different, don't force the government to pay for it or everybody else to do it. And don't force everybody to use different pronouns than what the actual language itself connotates what you are. You can do whatever you want on the street, but don't try to force children to do that with the great gay pride parades and making kids think they're all gays and in the closet and I don't want. Bro, it's insane. It's absolutely ridiculous. Do whatever you want, but don't get the kids involved and do that if you're over 18. Don't break the laws at the same time, right? Don't bring transvestites and those people that dress as women. What are they called? Anyways, don't bring those to children's
Farzo?
schools and make them think that's normal. Or bro, they had one of the
Talk about
schools.
Farzo?
They had what?
So the people that dress
No,
as
what are
women.
they called? Those yeah, those people that men that dress as women. They call them different now. What are they called?
Farzo.
Drag.
Drag. That's it. They had these drag people, all men dressed with thongs, dancing in a school for children that were like 5 or 6 years old, and they were showing them this. I think it was California. I was like, what? Bro, I kind of lost my shit, bro. It was insane. And they're just doing it, and the parents are there. How are the parents not being arrested for child abuse?
Damn, Jay going in on
Bro,
the
that's absolutely
LGBTQ
insane.
HDTV community.
No, I'm sorry. Do whatever you want, but don't bring the kids in there. They're trying to do that to change them. Yo, you chose to be gay. That's fine. That's your choice. Don't try to steal the kids. Don't try to indoctrinate the kids to make them think everybody's like that. You can't force everybody to think like the minority, right? You are a parent. You must give the best chance for your kids to succeed in this world, not screw them up. And by allowing them to do that and, being okay with the minority around you saying, oh yeah, it's okay to accept everybody. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, if you think about
you know
it,
that's not
it's
how the
less
world
than
is.
less than 1% of the population,
Yeah.
but they're setting policy for the other 99 point whatever it is percent.
I don't understand how politicians are allowing this to happen, but they are destroying the world, and that's a big problem for me
You don't
because
see them
then logic
chanting
goes out.
OCD or it's schizophrenics for Trump.
Yeah.
It's a new club. We're still,
Oh man.
you know, working out the kinks.
That's insane. Yeah, they trust to be gay. They can't have kids. Don't try to steal them. Don't try to take them from others. Don't try to indoctrinate them to be like you. If everybody was gay, we wouldn't have a repopulation. We wouldn't have new people, and that's the problem. So leave the kids out of it. Do whatever you want. You're free. You're free to do what you want. Don't force other people to do that or to think however
So
you
are the
want them
live
to think.
streams. The live streams are free as well, by the way.
Correct.
Show up.
Yeah, everybody shows up daily, so I love this, man. We've got the same group of about 200 people that show up daily, and that's props, man. We'd love to be able to get over 100 likes every time. Tomorrow, there's a giveaway. Only if we get to 200 likes or 150 likes. How many
We
likes
get
would you want to
200
get
likes tomorrow. We're gonna do a 50K. We'll give away a 50K.
That's nice. Did you hear that, chat? If we get 200 likes tomorrow, we're gonna get a 50K instant S2F account. So that's directly you can make the money right away. You know, it's not a challenge. So that's pretty decent. By the way, they raised the price of the instant funded 150K to 900, 899.
Yeah,
But they are now, yeah, they all have 55% off if you use code Wix. So use code Wix. Challenges, instant funded, and S2F accounts all at 55% off. So it's still 404 bucks.
400 flat, right? How much is it?
404 something.
$404. So $400 for 150K instant funded, no challenge.
It's so worth it. It's so worth it.
Send a screenshot in the general. Nice. I didn't see it. I'll look. General chat. Yeah, 404.
Yeah, Nate did. Yep. Yeah, 404 or 404 something. I forgot what it was. I saw it yesterday. I was like, yeah, they activated it. Code Wix, 100% correct. Yeah, you can stack up to 5 S2F accounts and up to 3 instant funded. Don't go for the challenge. Just go for the straight funded, bro. So instant funded or S2F, they're both the same, but they have different values and different.
I like the instant funded much better.
Yeah, so do I. For the drawdown, that's what protects you a little bit more. But yeah, read up on all those. Take a look and then take it from there.
Wow.
And if you're not comfortable with futures yet, they give you a free practice account when you sign up for one account. They give you a practice account that you can try out. And if you don't get it, talk to the support chat. But you have to buy an actual account first. So if you win, then take advantage. If not, 55% off using code Wix.
Look at that 4-hour closed bear. And we never broke it. We never broke that low, remember? I said the drive if we can find a support here. But this isn't the great support to take a buy off of, right? This kind of closed doji and you to really make a steep bottom wick on this candle that drove us out of the range. So you could have made a top wick here and come down further. It's just really not much there. Oh, give me a second, chat. Hold on. Yeah. My girl over here. Gotta get to physical therapy. You're not gonna get better. She's kind of right.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Right. So here's the deal. If I'm around when this happens, I'll take it. We'll call it in the signal channel. I'll hold off on physical therapy. So as we're driving here, right? Strong, very strong resistance. This will be us entering into a completely new range up here, right? And we are just driving from these areas. We have no stops. We have no ranges created anywhere here. Doesn't exist. So that's what we want, right? We want to get here, either establish that level as a resistance or break it and establish it as a support. And just because if you get here and you see a bearish candle, just because you printed a bearish candle doesn't mean you found a resistance and that you're going to reject now. This is a strong drive up here. You'll probably need to see a retest of this area before any kind of drive down, right? It's very similar to here, actually. You see how just because you got that closure doesn't mean that's the drive down right there. You had a retest. You had that closure here, and this was the drive down. You see, so you're going to need to retest these highs if you are going to come down. So I'm not going to look for any sells if you get a bearish closure there. My bias stays bullish at this point, and I would just look for closures above the range here. Okay. We'll look for this closure here, and once we get that, then we have stops, and we have direction. Just need volume to bring us up, and this is clean range. Okay, so I would look for that. Or, as I've said, if we do get that bearish closure, maybe we get a bullish candle holding this area, right? And then we get something like this. And once you have this, you can look for a break of the lows after a top wick. But regardless of how this plays out, eventually up or down, you're going to want to see some kind of range created at this level. Whether a little bit above it, a little bit below it, right? But some kind of range to be created here that you can use as stops before you leave it. So that's what I'm going to look for. I got to run to physical therapy. I'm going to see. We filled it now. Look at this. We filled the range. We've tapped the highs here. So we need closures either above the range or below the range on multiple candles. All right, we're going to have to hold this. Maybe we hold it, close above on a 5, but come back down on a 15, right? Maybe we see something like this. Right, for a fake out, and then you can start looking. You get something like this, then you can start looking for breaks of the lows. Because now you don't have to worry about this level, as you've driven through it multiple times, up, down, up. So at this point, you could probably take that or remove it, and this is what your range looks like right now. All right, if we do get closures above, like I said, we need stops. Right now, there are no stops on the table. So if this does create a closure, I would not look for the very next candle to be a drive. Could be, absolutely could be, but I'll wait for this to give me a decent stop. then very similar to what we had before. Off to the races. Fill in this clean range. Entries above here. Stops here. Alright, so those are the things I will look for as we pull up here and as we start getting closures about or at this area. If you're in the signal channel, stay locked in probably through 11. Right? I might have to push my appointment off. Maybe I'll see how we close here. I'll see if I'm still over here. But you guys know what to expect, so you know what to do at these areas, right? If you paid attention here, you'll be fine. Good luck if you're going to be taking the positions or attempting positions here that we will be, hopefully, ideally. Damn.
Thank you, Wix.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
All right. Take it easy.
Much appreciated. Go to your PT, bro. Go do your thing, man.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm just thinking of pushing it by about an hour just to get positions in. I mean, we already got positions in today, right? We're winners, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna skip it. So, congrats
Part
to
of the
everybody that
1%,
took a
bro.
dub today. That's right. Congrats to you guys if you took a dub with us today, and yeah, stay locked in the signal channel probably for the next 15-20 minutes. Hopefully, we'll get some positions. Great to be back here. Gonna go try to get rid of this pain. Zoom gang. Kenny, Jay, appreciate you guys. Thank you for showing up. Gang,
Appreciate
that's
you
live,
and thank
gang.
you to the chat.
That's
We
live.
got to 110 likes. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
Nice. Giveaway tomorrow. We'll do a 25K giveaway. If we get 200 likes, we'll do a 50K giveaway, courtesy of Top 1 Futures. All right. Oh, go get your Top 1 Futures accounts. 55% off right now. Use code WIX. Show up tomorrow with your accounts locked and loaded. And yeah, mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. And chat, love and wisdom to you all. I'm gonna call it a session here. As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another New York session is in the books. All right. I'm gonna go do the damn thing with my physical therapist. You feel me? Stay healthy, chat. You don't know, you don't realize how important that is. Everybody's like, oh, I wish you health. No, man, that shit is really important. I'd trade anything to be healthy. Anyway, have a great day. I'll see you on the other side of it. See you tomorrow morning. Have a good day, everyone. Later.